Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
He was one of England's greatest left-handers, rivaling David Gower for poise and artistry, and at times, was a match for the country's current talisman Ben Stokes for his explosive and stylish scoring. Today his family and the world of cricket is mourning the death of Graham Thorpe after he died at the age of just 55, 2 years after falling ill with a mystery illness. Surrey-born Thorpe was a majestic batsman and later batting coach, and who was immediately adored after he put Australia and numerous other sides to the sword in the 1990s and early 2000s. It was a period for the team that many English cricket fans would prefer to forget, but Thorpe's swashbuckling and stylish innings inspired many to take up the sport. Countless youngsters of that generation begged parents for their own yellow kookaburra bat in the hope some of his greatness would rub off on them. But in 2002, the year he scored the third fastest double century in Test history, he took a 12-month break from cricket as he left a tour of India amid turmoil in his first marriage due to his cheating that led to a bitter divorce and a battle with suicidal depression and alcoholism. His fans fondly called him Thorpey, but amid questions about his partying and philandering, his first wife Nicola said after their split, his teammates call him sh*Gare, need I say more? Thorpe admitted later after he flew back from touring India to try to save his first marriage, "There came a time when I would have given back all my test runs and test caps just to be happy again." Like Ian Botham, Graham Thorpe was such a stellar sportsman that he had a choice of pursuing cricket and football professionally. At the age of 8, he was playing at U18 cricket and eventually plumped for the sport. His mercurial talent made him an international star at 23 when he faced the great Shane Warne and scored an unbeaten century on his Ashes debut during the 1993 Test at Trent Bridge in Nottingham. Thorpe also scored his first overseas century on the notoriously menacing and fast Gabba pitch in Perth against the Old Enemy, another in Barbados against the might of Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh, and a heroic 64 not out in the fading light of Karachi to seal England's first series win in Pakistan for 39 years. His match-winning 113 not out against star spinner Muttiah Muralitharan Sri Lanka in 2001 will be remembered as one of the greatest innings ever played. But fans also remember how his stellar international career was put on hold due to chaos in his love life, that saw him return home from India to fight for his wife Nicola. Mrs. Thorpe said that while fans nicknamed him Thorpey, she revealed that his teammates called him sh*Gare, claiming it was because of his habitual infidelity during their marriage. "Graham has admitted to me that he has been unfaithful 7 times during our relationship. But you can put a knot on the end of that as far as I'm concerned," she once said. After they split, Thorpe quit cricket and spent months home alone, drinking daily bottles of scotch and smoking cigarettes in front of the TV with the curtains closed. Such was the level of his depression, there were rumors that he had considered suicide. He was also arrested on Boxing Day 2003 after an altercation on his wife's doorstep. He said later in his autobiography Rising from the Ashes, "One of my most vivid memories comes from just before the last Ashes series in Australia, in 2002. I'd been selected for the tour, but I pulled out because I was having more difficulties with his ex-wife, Nikki. It was a terrible time which lasted a few months. I was living alone in our family home, behind these permanently drawn curtains. I remember waking up one morning and seeing this mess in our front room: an empty bottle of scotch, dirty plates, a mountain of fags. My wife had left me, she'd taken their children, Henry and Amelia, and I was desperate. I walked to the fridge and saw this beer. It was 10 o'clock in the morning, but I thought, what the hell? I've got nothing else. It wasn't a daily thing, but sometimes I'd fall asleep on the couch at 3 o'clock in the afternoon having had 3 or 4 beers. It seems a slightly worrying period when I look back at it now. At the time it was truly awful. But it's made me more compassionate. If I walk past some guy in a doorway, I react very differently. 5 years ago, I wouldn't